Hello guys, Groftus here. When I saw the original Predator movie, the first question that I had was why such an advanced extraterrestrial species would make this primitive practice of killing for sport the central part of their civilization. So let's dive deep into why predators idolize the hunt despite being a spacefaring civilization capable of wormholes and faster than light travel. The reasons are actually complex and disturbing, but the ending of the newest Predator movie, Killer of Killers, finally confirms the theories and puts everything together about the main reason they kill for sport. To understand why predators hunt, we must realize that for them, hunting is sacred. It's the cornerstone of their culture and religion. The act of stalking and defeating worthy prey is treated with spiritual reverence and is seen as a path to honor and even salvation in the afterlife. But there is a weird reason the trophy hunting is so deeply ingrained in the yatcha civilization, and it all starts with the origin of yatcha species. If you think that the yatcha look like reptiles that suddenly got a huge tech upgrade, that's pretty much what happened. According to the comic book Alpha Predator and other references, the yatcha came from their homeworld Yatcha Prime, where they initially were pre-industrial reptiloid species, quite intelligent yet still living in hunting clans similar to hunter-gatherers. During that time, the code of honor and trophy hunting were engraved as quintessential elements of their culture, ensuring survival and protection against other tribes. But then things took a really dark turn when another extremely advanced race called Amenji enslaved the entire predator species and made them slave labor. So the yatcha were slaves for thousands of years to this super advanced extraterrestrial race. Only after the albino alpha predator Kyle led a massive uprising, the yatcha managed to kill Amenji and seize their ship's weapon and scientific databases. The predators eventually mastered the technology, gradually improving and restyling it into the familiar plasma casters, biomasks, and cloaking devices. So their high tech comes from captured Amenji designs, not from independent development. The Predator's Stone Age killing culture was supercharged after the revolt. After revolting and destroying the Amenji, a race once clearly superior to the yatcha, the act of killing a formidable foe became a living symbol of the Predator's liberation. Each time a Predator defeats a powerful creature, it echoes their own Liberation Day, honoring the moment their species finally broke free from thousands of years of horrific enslavement. But when predators got all this tech is when things get really bizarre. Why didn't the yatcha eventually evolve and stop hunting, given that the advanced technology they acquired completely eliminated the need to hunt for food or protect themselves against rival tribes? With their insanely sophisticated technologies, there was no longer any reason to fight for resources. However, the yatcha continued to hunt and idolize violence because it was the only thing that gave their lives meaning. The yatcha civilization, ultra-technologically advanced yet barbaric at the same time, is probably what happens when a civilization reaches a point of unlimited resources. So individuals seek meaning in the most arbitrary things. We can glimpse at this possibility right now in the modern world with AI and automation. If AI reaches a super intelligent level, it could accelerate progress and create fusion reactors, granting humanity unlimited energy, which would quickly lead to nearly unlimited resources. This abundance can completely eliminate the need for jobs, so the society can face the complete crisis of meaning. In a civilization with unlimited resources and energy, humans who still have violent tendencies may choose to seek meaning in the most arbitrary things. The Predator civilization probably reached that level of technological abundance. However, their violent and barbaric aspects did not disappear. So to avoid stagnation, they chose to center their culture around the hunt, to spiritually prove themselves against death itself in the form of dangerous beasts and other deadly creatures. So in a society with nearly unlimited resources, true meaning lies in confronting death itself. Yatcha mythology holds that only those who prove themselves worthy as warriors earn a place alongside their ancestors in the afterlife. The entire Predator society adheres to the Code of Honor, The code of honor functions as an ancient religion that gives all predators meaning in a technologically abundant world with nearly unlimited resources. For yatcha, to hunt is to have purpose. That's how a predator justifies its existence and secures its legacy. A possible analogy to human religions is the pilgrimage to the Holy Land, which is how many predators see their hunts. An ancient yatcha deity is known as the Black Warrior, a reminder that death itself is not feared but embraced as the ultimate right for a hunter. The central text in the hunting religion is the Code of Honor, which engraves the hunt as the purpose of life for a yatcha. The rules of the code demand every predator seek worthy prey, forbid attacks on the defenseless, and require trophies as proof of courage. The Code of Honor functions as a religious national myth. So young yatcha grow up hearing about ancient ancestors who defeated colossal apex beasts on their homeworld. Yatcha become hunters through a crucial ritual called blooding depicted in the AVP movie. Only after defeating a xenomorph or an equally deadly creature, young predators are accepted in society and are granted mating rights, access to weapons and ships. Many young yatcha die in that process, which underscores another brutal element of their civilization. Those who aren't strong enough to hunt don't deserve to live. To the predators, this is an acceptable norm. Only the truly strong and skilled are worthy to live, which ensures the predator race gets stronger over time, even on the genetic level. According to the novel Forever Midnight, early predator clans mastered space travel in order to chase dangerous beasts, turning hunting into a ritual pilgrimage. This is another example that yatcha technologies serve the hunting, not the other way around. So the predators essentially invented space travel to hunt. Paradoxically, they first advanced technologically to fulfill their primal desire for hunting. The yatcha do not hunt for food or out of need. They hunt for honor, thrill, and most importantly, spiritual salvation, as each trophy kill is a living reenactment of the day their species broke free from enslavement. But before discussing the big reveal in the newest Predator movie, let's review a few practical reasons why hunting hierarchies remain the cornerstone of the Predator society. One practical reason is that leaders must achieve their position through merit rather than corruption and manipulation. There's no way to cheat at hunting and killing these dangerous species, as the kills are recorded and monitored through predator masks. Therefore, clan leaders and elders are usually the ones with the greatest number of kills and the most experience. This type of society discourages corruption and encourages meritocracy, so leaders will not lightly engage in war having felt the claws on their own skin, and they will think twice before sending ordinary warriors into combat to die. Having political hierarchy based on hunting meritocracy is actually a critical commentary on our society, where leaders send millions of people to die while sitting in comfy chairs without risking their own lives. They would probably do not do so if they were directly involved in the conflict. Another practical reason for the hunt is combat readiness. Regular hunts with dangerous creatures keep all predators fit and battle-ready for potential wars with other clans. Another interesting theory is that hunting culture serves as a safety valve against civil war. With regular hunts and occasional deaths of clan members, the predators are always reminded of the consequences of internal warfare. The deaths of their friends and teammates remind them of the horrors of war, which paradoxically prevents greater massacres. Some comic books hint that elders learned that when warriors lack external prey, they turn their blades inward. By endorsing off-world hunts and trophy competitions, clan leaders export aggression in the way ancient Rome hosted gladiator games to pacify restless citizens. So hunting provides a shared outlet that channels rivalry into status games rather than civil wars. However, beyond the expanded lore and theories, the newest Predator movie finally provides the clearest explanation yet for why the yatcha hunt. The ending of Predator: Killer of Killers reveals that hunters who were particularly successful at defeating predators were cryogenically preserved for their exceptional DNA. The 2018 film The Predator had already hinted that there was way more behind the yatcha's drive to kill than mere semi-religious reverence for the hunt. As the ending of Killer of Killers confirms, the yatcha are collecting the DNA of the universe's strongest creatures. And they do that to genetically bio-upgrade themselves to become even tougher and stronger predators. In their cry chambers, we see Ursa, who proved to be stronger than some of the best yatcha. We also see Naru from Prey, implying that in Prey 2 she will actually end up in the yatcha's hands after defeating even more predators. So there is an extra layer to the predator hunting culture. Beyond worshipping the hunt as a path to salvation and a reminder of their liberation, the predators actively seek creatures who can truly challenge them. They then incorporate the DNA of those formidable species in their own genetic code, becoming even more lethal. By continually hunting and genetically upgrading themselves, the yatcha ensure that they will never again be enslaved by another race. So why does this idea of advanced aliens who hunt is so captivating? Perhaps because it holds a mirror to ourselves. The yatcha paradox, high-tech civilization mixed with primitive bloodlust, is a haunting parallel to human behavior. Despite all our progress as species, humans today still engage in practices that echo the predator instinct. We consider ourselves intelligent and civilized, yet our societies continue to be driven by war, violence, and ritualized competition. In the predator's savage code of honor, we can recognize shadows of our own past and present. The biggest example is the notion of war. Humanity has achieved astounding technological heights. We've split the atom, cured diseases, connected the globe with the internet, yet we also continually invent new ways to kill each other. Our history is filled with advanced civilizations that practiced primitive brutality. The Romans, for instance, built aqueducts and libraries, but also enjoyed gladiator blood sport as entertainment. In modern times, world wars were fought with industrial efficiency, deploying poison, gas, tanks, and nukes. High science applied to the most ancient of activities, tribal conflict. In some circles, wealthy individuals pay fortunes to hunt lions, elephants, or other big game, not for food but for the thrill and the prestige of getting a rare trophy. It's a practice often condemned as barbaric, yet it persists, suggesting a deep psychological drive. This is strikingly similar to what we see in the predator culture. Yatcha hunters risk death against deadly prey to earn status among their peers and to attract mates. Both human and yatcha trophy hunters engage in a kind of a primal bravado, proving themselves by conquering nature's toughest challenges. The existence of this behavior in our technologically advanced society suggests that the predator instinct is alive in us too. We just rationalize or ritualize it in different forms. Furthermore, the predator's hunt can be viewed as a metaphor for all forms of ritualized violence that persist in human culture. We channel aggression and violence into sports like boxing, martial arts, and even team sports, which often carry military terminology. Humans enjoy action movies and video games with excessive violence and gore to satisfy the same barbaric instinct that the yatcha culture exaggerates to the extreme. But on a darker note, street gangs and organized crime have initiation rites that require violence to earn one's place. A real-life parallel to the yatcha's blooding ritual, but without extraterrestrial tech. So these contradictions in human society find a symbolic reflection in the predator lore. Enlightenment and empathy on one hand, bloodlust and tribalism on the other. The yatcha hold up a mirror to us, exaggerating our warrior culture and violence to superhuman levels. As Dutch famously said, looking at the predator, "You're one ugly motherfucker." One might say the predator's ugliness is not just in its mandibles, but in what it represents. The ugliness of violence that even we, civilized humans, can't quite purge from our nature. Thank you guys for watching. What do you think is the real reason the yatcha hunt? Leave your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to join the Patreon for extra support. Also, like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel for more content. My name is Croft and I'll see you in the next video.